welcome back to the Artifacts of the Past. As well, last session, as an adventuring party, already managed to make a deal and get all the way through a dangerous skullcutter nest, as Michaeleen being voiced and played by Viking.
You sound really, really nervous.
Why
there,
are you
pal.
Christopher Walken right now?
You sound nervous.
You sound so nervous, and you're trying to put on like a weird voice.
Dude, just
you literally sound like
talk like
Christopher
normal.
Walken. And you got the name wrong.
Anyway, hi, I'm Michaeleen. I play the Caval.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, at
Never
this
gonna
point,
get this first try.
We're never gonna do this first try.
you fuckers! I was gonna send it. I was gonna fucking send it, but you guys had to fucking interrupt and stuff. And I'm not doing that a second fucking time, okay? Hey, you guys fucked me over.
All
Screw
right.
you. We're moving on.
All right, I'm Michaeleen. Nice to see everybody. Matt, go ahead.
I did nothing. What do you mean? Screw you guys. I did nothing.
Intros, guys. Intros. I'm Viking. I play Michaeleen. Matt,
Oh, Sugimoto.
Dare,
Elderly one.
I'm Ace Daredevil. I play Abe.
and Nate.
Giggle McGiggle shit.
Nate, come on! Stop laughing!
I can't. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm Nate Drago. I play Kain.
It's Estrella, but she may be joining on later.
Yes.
If she
Allow me
comes
to
in
die.
saying some weird stuff, ignore it.
Yes.
God.
So,
my nose.
DM,
So-
please give us a recap.
like I was saying earlier, the party managed to negotiate and sneak their way through a skullcutter ant nest, which these things are rather large ants that are rather dangerous. Very well known for butchering and killing anything within 10 miles of their nest. 10 miles of their nest, just so nothing can be near. But the party got extremely lucky with this particular colony and and discovered it was a juvenile nest with a young queen. Skullcutter ants in their earlier ages, are very negotiable, especially the queens, who are very well known, for those who at least know about it, to have a notorious sweet tooth, which, with Michaeleen's cooking natural culinary art skills, he managed to enchant the taste buds of the young skullcutter ant queen and managed to make a deal with her. For safe passage through the mountains, along with the setting up of a tunnel that for merchants and caravans to travel through much more easily. The completion of which will take several days, but Michaeleen's eagerness to get to the Great Rift in the... I have the name written down, just I have to fucking open it the fuck up.
Alakrian Desert.
Alakrian Waste.
The Alakrian Waste.
Anyway.
Oh, good to know.
I thought
Sewers.
all my excrements in the toilet. I'll shut up.
What time are we at?
We're currently at for us.
No,
in
no,
the,
not that time. Not that fucking time. I'm talking about, like, how long the recording is.
Oh, we're in the first, 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, I can make a video.
To be exact, all right, we made it 4 minutes and about 17 seconds before someone made a dick or toilet joke.
Oh, after
Hold on. Sleep beating our record. Mere 30 seconds.
This is an honor I shall hold deeply in my heart.
I'm sorry, I'm picking
Thank
my
you.
mic.
Thank you.
At this point, stuff, it's gonna boil down to we're increasingly gonna gain more tolerance until someone at the end of the session, right as the recording's about to be turned off, and someone's gonna make a dumbass joke at the end, just as a last minute bit.
No,
gonna
I'll
say
just be like,
shit.
all right, see you guys. See you next time.
That's going to be me. I promise.
God.
I
Oh,
shouldn't
man.
have started.
All right.
Oh,
Continue what you were saying.
I have cooled.
so the party is standing on a rock plateau about 15 feet above of the fuck, I don't want to say Arrakis, but
Alakrian.
Alakrian Wastes. It's overlooking a mixture of chipped rock and craggled stone leading down to the sands below. Oh, and as you guys see rolling dunes and sand as far as the eye can see, the sun glistening over the top, illuminating it, making it almost look like instead of looking like the sand is made of gold dust.
All right, Abe. Call up the caravan. You can call the caravan, can't you?
We've left them behind.
What?
Well, they'll meet us here, right? They know where to go. You told them,
So-
like, you have a radio, don't you?
I don't have a radio. I did tell them where to go. We went straight through the mountain where they have to go. So it took us probably about a third of the time it's going to take them.
So what you're saying is that everyone who was on the all of our stuff.
Yes, but most of it's still on the caravan. It all move forward and hope it catches up in time.
You are my least favorite, not my grandchild.
What is it with you and your
You
grandchild?
too,
dude?
Eiko.
You have about 3 days till you pass a kidney stone. Zip it.
Oh yeah, when is he gonna pass his kidney stone?
I think it was like
2 weeks. You said.
2 weeks, and we're only like about 6 hours into this day where he found out he was gonna pass the thing.
All right.
I feel pain.
I feel like I have to piss my pants,
We
but
give him one of the
it feels like a
food pellets, will it
balloon.
accelerate that process.
Shake him to accelerate the
okay,
process.
above board.
Someone
if you
pick him
fuckers
up
can
and
keep your
shake
attention
him.
span for more than 5 seconds, I might let it happen at the end of the fucking session when you guys reach fucking Arathnicka.
Wait,
Yay!
hold on. It's an attention span.
What's a train of
attention,
thought?
I'm too poor for that.
I couldn't afford my attention span. I had to sell it.
Oh lord. Okay,
I
I'm
love
going.
you guys.
I will be clear and stuff. This section for this session, at least, survival is going to be a mandatory. Is going to be the big focus for this episode.
Well, yeah, we kind of want to survive every
Basic
second.
human necessities, all right? We're going to need shelter, food, water, and intimacy. So who's cuddling who?
We're
I have
brothers,
my
so
band
that's
to
not gonna
listen
work.
for that.
Okay,
Stay
ladies
away.
and gentlemen, can I please get
How
your
much
attention for
cuddle
one
with
moment,
tentacle?
please?
Sorry, we all have the attention span of a goldfish.
Yes, on diet pills. Anyway,
Shit,
So-
there's a goldfish at the carnival. No, I'm just kidding.
anyway, so
Was there a
I'll
clown?
put simply, you guys, I was nice. I gave you a workaround that has exactly 50 pounds of nutrient paste. A human being in an average day needs at least 1 pound of food and 1 pound of water. Nutrient paste takes care
You
of
mean 1 pound of food
Gallon?
and 1 gallon of water?
more or less.
We don't weigh our water by the pound.
put it this way, myself. 1 pound of nutrient paste covers both your water intake and nourishment needs for the day.
Cool.
Oh, I'm gonna
Once
proceed
they run out of
to.
nutrient paste, you have a nice ant too.
I'm gonna proceed to.
Not to
reach
mention that
down-
in the harsh desert sun, that ant's probably going to be utilizing its own nutrient paste to stay alive.
Oh, let's not forget the fact that in Nate's bag of holding, there's probably at least 200 pounds of meat.
So as he says that, I'm gonna go and grab my bag of holding and eat it.
You cock-sucking son of a bitch.
Chew.
You realize we have the same mother, right?
Wait, does that mean that he can he's turned himself into fucking Rico from Penguins of Madagascar. Anything we need now, he is going to upcheck like here you go.
Oh, God.
Not exactly.
You
I
are
don't-
now a fridge.
We're gonna see my stomach like, you know how when somebody would like eat an explosive in a cartoon, it would blow up in their stomach and then would deflate. We're gonna see that happen, and then I'm just gonna reach inside of my shadows and just pull out a stick, like a chunk of meat.
Nate has now gained the ability called Shadow Pocket.
I don't even want to try and explain the 14 million ways that didn't work.
Shadow
feel
pony,
very
But
motherfucker.
fuck it. If it works, it works. I'm going to stop trying to question it.
Now you guys give me
Okay.
your bags.
Okay,
Fuck off.
above. No. Okay, I'm gonna go above board with this. Is a normal bag of holding can hold 500 pounds. He can hold or double that in his void stomach.
You can hold 1,000 pounds?
That's
stuff.
great. I have about 12
Same effect.
bags of holding on my belt. I can hold 6,000.
I know, but that's still individual bags of holding. And actually, I'm gonna say, I want to give you guys a rough sizing, like how small a bag of holding can get. At least, so I think this is reasonable.
Back just a moment ago.
Something like yay big.
That would be more like a pouch of holding.
Oh, hold on, I've got a Crown Royal bag. Hold on.
But again, so you know satchels or study bags or messenger bags? This would be the smallest one could get.
These bad
Bag of
boys.
holding wise. This is still bigger than that. So again, this is the smallest size and stuff of one could get. But anyway, regardless of the new fact, he now has additional storage.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
And just saying, his cannot be stolen from. Like other bags of holding can.
So who wants me to swallow their belongings? I was gonna say
Stay
stuff,
away
but
from
that's kind of suspicious.
I don't feel comfortable with you trying to eat my stuff.
No offense, but
I don't want to eat your stuff. I want to eat your
some of
belongings.
the contents of my bags of holding would kill you instantly.
You see, you think that.
As you guys are bickering,
I'm
the
gonna
work grant is
pull a
just
sword
mandibles
out of my
pretty clicking
stomach.
a little bit.
Didn't you also give me 4 warrior ants to go along with them?
I believe so. Yeah, either 5 or 6. We can say 4 if you want.
Awesome. See, even more food once we run out of the nutrient paste.
And
What were
after
you saying
that,
about the nutrient?
Anyway, it's just kind of looking around, seeing you guys kind of like arguing, bickering with each other, and just kind of just.
Guys,
I
I'm
know
having
you
a
don't
hard
know
time.
this guy, right?
perhaps what we should do is start heading in the. Are we setting up camp, or are we heading out?
I
What
think
exactly are we going to do?
it would be
Organ.
smarter to wait for the caravan, but
DM, what time of day is it?
Okay, I am gonna say this. You know,
Because if it's high noon, then we're definitely setting up camp because we're not going out in the
someone roll me a
desert.
D12.
during
Someone
the
roll me a
noon.
D12 then. for what hour
Sure.
it is.
1d12.
Sure. Hold on.
Someone go for it.
So I'm gonna say it's either gonna be like 1 in the morning or like 12 in the afternoon.
I rolled
5.
7.
5. So it's. I said one person. So
It was me. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
okay. So it's 5 in the morning and stuff. So the sun is like it's risen and illuminating the sands, but not to the full extent. So with the time and day in hand, what would the party like to do?
I would suggest that we at least travel for a couple hours before we set up camp. Cover ourselves from the sun.
All right. Lucy, you ready?
Lizard noises, please, DM.
I'll try my best.
She's small, so.
Nah, she might be small, but she makes full-grown noises.
All right.
Just a Pokemon with name Lucy.
That'd be funny.
Okay, I'm going to have Lucy
Even
expand.
small.
I'm going to have Lucy expand into her double elephant size full self. And you said that the ants basically are the size of cows.
Yes.
Okay, so if Lucy's the size of 2 elephants, that means that she can carry the 5 ants that we have with us, and basically the whole party at like maybe half her speed. You said Bantu lizards
Have like
movement speed of 80 feet, which is 66 miles per hour. So that cut in half is no. Her movement speed is of 80, which is equivalent of 66 miles per hour. So half of 66
is 33 miles, which is still a pretty reasonable pace. Lucy, once everyone kind of gets on and stuff, once she kind of full grows and stuff, she does kind of start getting a little like the happy feet pats and stuff.
Pitter pats.
Yeah, the pitter pats and stuff. Seeing the desert
Tippy
and
tappies.
stuff. Yeah, because she knows one thing when she sees the desert: speed.
It's
She go
wide and
meow.
flat.
Oh dear lord.
Lose your
Everyone, hold on. Bantu lizards are very fast.
I'm getting everyone to make dex checks as
there a
she
reason I can't
launches
make-
herself off the rocks.
Everyone but me,
Hold on, I need
because
dice.
I'm literally in her saddle.
Is there a reason I can't like make like tentacle goo wings and just get dragged behind like a kite?
18.
You wouldn't be
19.
able to fly under your whole power, but if he's dragged behind Lucy,
That's what I was
Like
saying.
Estrella
Just get
did.
dragged like a kite.
like Estrella, and we're gonna say that that's what Estrella's doing right now.
Now we have
Michaeleen wrapped his rope around her, and she did the same thing. Like, no, Michaeleen, please. Meow.
gone. What am I rolling again? Deck?
Yeah, Dex.
I got
Yeah,
a nat 20, literally. I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Okay.
There's one of the
Do I
Okay.
have to roll a Dex check because I'm the one who's piloting her?
Honestly, I'll let you kind of just succeed it automatically. Again,
She's my mount.
yeah, she's your mount. You're kind of in the seating, so it's difficult for you to knock off, but you're used to it. Normal raucous. You've been riding her the most so far, so you're used to her. At least. Eiko, what you got?
What did I get? I got.
It's a
just
Dex
rolling
check.
now. For Dex, that would be 17.
17?
If he fell off Lucy, Michaeleen would have turned around, shot his grappling hook, and just drug him across the desert, getting full-on rug burn all over his
Actually-
body from the sand.
Okay, actually, Michaeleen, roll me a reflex save, which is a dex check.
Okay.
I'm going to say specifically when you were loading Eiko on.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. So Eiko was sitting right behind you, specifically in case this shit happened. Eiko starts going flying back. You grab onto the tip of his tail and stuff, and just yank him back into his seat.
The fuck was that?
So
That would be inertia, my friend.
So you guys were basically on on a ledge and stuff with a 15-foot slope downward into the sand. Yeah, she just jumped that, and you guys went about 25 feet in the air before hit onto the ground, and she shoots off.
Some species of Bantu lizards can. Some species of Bantu lizards can actually flatten their bodies and actually glide short distances. Lucy is not one of these, but she wishes she was.
Hold on, no, time out. He's gonna run off of a dune and try that. And just
try and flatten her body and glide, but she can't because she's physically not able.
Yes, she just plops and just keeps going.
So she begins traveling outward at a speed of 33 miles per hour. I'm just going to round up to 35 to be reasonable. Reasonable plus 5 is easier to count. Anyway, so she begins traveling outward at a speed of 35 miles an hour and manages to travel for about... Okay.
Michaeleen's going to pull out his compass and his map.
We should probably head towards Arathnicka.
That was the idea.
And to put simply, when you guys were at the Arathnicka, I'm gonna say Michaeleen probably sourced a map with Arathnicka marked on it, so a Arathnickan map, and pinched it. Dare, on the other hand, received a direct, basically his personal map. The blacksmith basically marked
wait,
where
time out. Are we just abandoning the caravan? Hold on, are we just saying
It's going to catch up to us because I'm guessing that Mr. Robot Man that's piloting that thing instead of Bins has some kind of GPS tracker that lets him know where Dare is.
Yeah,
we have a chip.
Nodo knows that you guys are heading to Arathnicka, so he's just gonna head that way.
Hell, depending on his driving, because if you get away from Bins, he might get there first.
Bins is riding in there with him, so...
Wait. Did you put sand tires?
Faster to get away from him.
Dare, did you put sand tires or any form of, sand locomotion on the caravan ahead of time?
Yes, there is actually a track feature.
Okay, these tracks can handle the sand?
Can a tank track handle sand? I think so.
Okay.
His tracks can handle sand.
Okay, then.
What's meant to be what sort of hybrid type vehicle to go over water as well?
It's a literal all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah, water's still game tested. Anyway, but what is the base speed of the caravan?
It's slower than Lucy.
It's slower than Lucy. I believe it was 60.
60 miles an hour due to the traffic.
No, its speed was 60.
Speed is 60, so it would be probably
Lucy's speed is 80.
50.
Close to 50. I'm gonna knock that down to 40, at least due to the due to the treads.
Gotcha.
At least. Anyway, but Lucy with great speed manages to travel out. For the first day. Okay. Do you guys want me to count this as the first day of travel to Arathnicka, or do you want me to count this as day 0?
So first afternoon.
I mean, technically speaking, it would just be day 1 because we started at 5 a.m.
Okay, we can count it as day 1. So you basically have 6 more days. 6 more days to go. I'm sorry, I don't know why, but my finger counting just flopped for a second.
Yes, you have 2 days to get there.
As we're getting there, I'm going to be periodically making my cards.
Okay. So
I'm going to be tinkering with morphing.
Okay then. I'm going to need. So first off, okay. Who would like to roll a d6 for me?
Considering I'm driving, I will roll d6.
Okay, roll me a d6. For day 1, I'm gonna let the weather be clear and just give you guys a nice day to start.
That is 2.
2. Okay then. Okay then. You guys are traveling down, and encounter-wise, nothing happens. Day is uneventful. Eventful for a first day. That's a pretty good start.
Okay.
At least you guys managed to, with the speed of 35 miles and the rate Lucy was going, you guys managed to travel a healthy bit of the way there, but it is starting to get closer to the afternoon.
All right, it's time to find shelter.
Okay.
The sun
Okay,
is
then.
nearly at its precipice. Keep an eye out for any caves or any large sand dunes that we can hide under.
Let's pray for an outcropping.
Can I roll to see if I find something like that?
Okay.
Can we
I'm
all
going
roll
to
see
say-
that?
Sure. If you guys are all collectively looking around to all roll, I will say you guys
That's
get
not 20.
Okay. You guys have collectively 2 hours before the sun hits its precipice and the heat starts cranking up.
Okay. I got a 15. He got a net 20.
Okay. Okay. With the 15, I will say you look around and you see massive dunes going up and down. You might see like a few small rocks poking up here and there, but they're too small to really do anything about. Michaeleen, on the other hand, sees the edge line of the dune and sees a very like a fairly slight square's edge as a large stone is kind of covered via the dune. And he's figuring in. Actually, give me a knowledge check real quick.
One knowledge check coming up. I add my intelligence or wisdom to that.
You can do history or survival for me.
Let me check. History, not that good. Survival, it's a little bit better.
Shit,
I'm gonna go
man,
survival.
history.
That is a 15 plus my survival, which is a 4, so that's a 19.
Okay. So 19. I will say that you have a pretty good understanding or pretty good guess what it is. When you were out near your hometown of
Kaidala.
You've heard stories and stuff that in the desert they have basically sun houses or basically small structures that they have set up throughout the desert that if you know where they are, you can basically dig to them, and they typically will provide about I'm gonna say a 60-foot by 60-foot square area, 60-foot by 60-foot by maybe 25 feet tall area.
But the thing is that you don't ever really know what's might be waiting for you inside until you dig.
Exactly. So it is a bit of a toss in the air, but it is guaranteed shelter from the sun.
I see something. I think we might be able to find shelter.
Is
Everyone,
it
hold
daytime
on!
or
And he's
nighttime?
gonna turn Lucy that way.
It's
Do we
about
have to
2
make
hours
dex
till the
check?
afternoon.
Do they have to make dex checks while I turn Lucy to
Did you slow her down? Did you slow her down while looking, or were you still at full speed?
going at full speed?
Okay,
All right, so that way
I'm
you
gonna
don't
say-
ever
I'm gonna
have
say
to check
dex.
that again. Can I just like wrap everybody up in tendrils and hold on?
No, because you could get knocked off and pull us off.
I'm wrapping a tendril around Lucy. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm making a saddle out of tendrils.
She's already got a saddle on. Her harness
No,
is
I'm-
her saddle.
The
thing that makes her shrink is her saddle.
You're sitting on that. I'm saying like I'm wrapping tendrils around shit so that we don't have to keep rolling to see if we
So like
fall.
wrapping it around her belly as an extra thing.
Si, senor.
All right. I guess we make this
so I
one
got a
extra
10.
dex check until
give me
you
a
get that
second.
in your mind. Oh, there she is.
There she
Just
is.
so you know, you're being dragged behind Lucy
Like a kite
as
again.
a kite again because we're
Okay.
currently in the desert.
Guys,
Okay.
I did it.
Nate, put simply, again, you're still getting used to. Okay, and I can't say that. That won't make sense. I'll say you're only able to stretch your slime out enough to lock down 2 additional people besides yourself.
There's only 2 other people besides me.
So are we in a fight or?
No.
we're riding
We're
the-
currently
we're
traveling
riding
through
Lucy.
the desert and we're looking for. The name of the game right now is survival.
Okay. Okay, so I will just wait until I'm in somewhere secluded to try and figure out what it is that I found
Don't
in
worry.
the ant's
Since
nest.
while you were kind of gliding, of course, after the first 20, 30 minutes of being dragged around as a kite, you kind of just shrugged and started fiddling with that item, at least. And you haven't touched it yet. You've just been observing it. Anyway, but Michaeleen begins slowing down. You begin slowly gliding downwards towards the rest of the party.
Hello.
You
found something.
The rest of the party, you all begin seeing this as you see this rough square structure-esque shape, it kind of underneath one of the dunes, kind of jutting out one of its sides.
For Estrella, these structures are in the desert, periodically strewn about from the desert goers to have shelter during the high noons of the day. Also, everyone's on Lucy because the ants basically let us go through their tunnels and go straight through the mountains instead of having to go around them. The caravan is currently having to drive over the mountains, so it's gonna meet us up at Arathnicka.
All right.
So, as you guys get near it, you can see with it kind of jutting out that the edge of it's lined out with a rough, what looks like to where the large doorway might be, but it looks like it's covered with sand.
All right, Lucy, would you mind digging a hole for us?
She kind of just gives you like, really? I just ran this far and you want me to do more? Really?
I'll take her if she doesn't want to.
After untying myself from the harness, I take my legs and I start kicking.
At Michaeleen directly in the thing, just kind of snuffs. Does a whole tongue flick thing and proceeds to uncovers the door for you.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
And he's going to have her shrink back down, and he's going to pick her up like a puppy dog and start rubbing her belly and massaging her very sore legs.
No, that's not what ends up happening, and there's a reason why.
Huh? Okay, so Lucy's still big.
Question: Does a 16 meet your grapple requirements?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yes.
What do I don't know.
It would be a dex check. It would be a dex check, but due to being sudden, I'll say just a
16 just barely makes it.
Okay.
Like my dexterity is 16.
Okay. She, before you could even react, after digging the hole and stuff, picks you up and kind of like drops you in front of the doorway on your ass.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. Come on. Come on. Shrink down for Papa.
She shrinks down and just kind of walks herself in. Tail in the air.
If she waddles in, she's gonna pick her up and start massaging her legs.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
One sassy ass lizard.
Yeah.
Her head kind of pokes up and looks at you. Kind of pokes her head. She pokes her head up and kind of looks at you. Who
didn't say it was a bad thing.
I mean, she did dart across the desert and then she had to dig out the entry for us, which I'm very grateful for, and I give her a few gentle scritches on the snoot.
If anyone's a nasty lizard, it's me.
I would like to just throw the old man into a wall.
I care you're a lot of things.
So Kain takes the sassy old man and throws him into the shelter, which he bangs against the back of the wall. Is that what you want?
Is he unconscious now, please?
You have to roll a grapple check.
Bet.
Well,
Dex save, Eiko. Dex save, Eiko.
Dex save.
Keep in mind, there might be something waiting for us inside here.
Oh, he's bait. I don't care.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna look on the horizon and make sure nothing is following us.
You're
12.
seeing a large
I
dust
crush
cloud,
you.
cloud
I grab you with my
away in the
tendril
breeze.
and just huck
from-
your ass into there like a goddamn sack of potatoes.
Oh my goodness.
Eiko has been thrown.
After a little bit, Estrella kind of takes us a few steps towards the entrance and she says, "Are you all right in there, Eiko? Any
Been thrown. No.
do you does it seem like anyone is currently living in that hole?"
I'm in too much pain.
Oh my
to
god,
notice.
Estrella
Mr. Bates,
just
Oh Lord.
is anything trying to kill you?
you know what Estrella just did? He did
Yes.
the Gargamel thing where he
The
throws
tendril
his cat
fucked
in
it.
there and he asks, "Are you dead?"
Meow.
I wish I was dead.
Public coming in.
We can make that happen, but we do want to keep kind
I
of using you
hate
for money.
all of you.
Estrella enters and
We'll walk right in.
yeah.
Alright.
How much damage do I take by being thrown?
Give me 5 seconds, please.
He's gotta look some things
So 19 plus
We'll
3
stay
and
here and
strength is a 20, 21. So, and I hucked your ass. It wasn't just like, oh, he's in there now. Nah, I fucking yeet.
We'll stay here until 9 in the evening when it starts to cool down. Then we'll travel during the night. It'll be
All
very
right.
cold, so everyone be ready to bundle up.
Okay, just
I'm
wait.
just gonna. I'm gonna.
You guys.
Pull out a couple things and spark it all. Just gonna have a big blazing inferno in the middle of the room.
It's
Please don't
wizard
find out.
time, motherfucker. Fireball.
It's wizard time, motherfucker!
If it
Fireball!
was wizard
Da
time,
da 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 la da 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 ba ba da bum.
Guys, come with
if it was wizard time, you guys would
All
have
right,
thrown the fucking
Salt had
wizard.
something
Time
to
out, time
say.
out.
What's going on, Salt?
Who has the highest passive perception?
My passive perception is 16. Wait,
It's
no.
13.
No. It's different. My passive perception. Fuck. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Fuck.
So I have to go look.
I don't understand why.
It's
Alexa,
16.
stop.
Yeah, it is 16.
16.
13.
Mine's 17.
Mine's 13.
What's
Was
the
that,
score?
Eiko?
13. He said.
Mine is 17.
Sis, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception. It's your
Your
wizard
pizza looks
modifier.
stunning. Hang on a sec.
Guys, I did it.
I haven't had even touched it.
Come look. I
Oh,
just
boy.
to find the best
G-man.
background for this. Here we go. Guys, I made the sword.
Nice. Looks
Looks good.
awesome.
It looks really
All
good.
right.
Too bad.
Are you
Okay,
gonna
give me
add,
a
like,
sec.
rubber wrap around the handle.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would say
So around the handle, think of it like a long white cloth, like Ichigo's
Yeah, I
Zanpakuto.
was just gonna say, anyone else feeling Zangetsu vibes here?
yeah, same.
All right, I'm trying to find my thing of dice.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm pretty sure that was
Your
in his
your
Bankai training
passive
phase.
perception.
Sis, your character sheet.
Got it. I'm getting it.
Okay, thank you.
I won't lie, it probably was in
Right
that.
now we're sitting at 17. I'm guessing most likely 17 is gonna win, but I'm not gonna.
My passive perception is 12.
Yeah, so
Okay.
So then, I'm gonna say Eiko, when you got yeeted into this room, you basically got yeeted maybe 3/4 the way in. So you went past dead center, and a little past that, and you're currently face found in the sand.
So the man with the 17 is me. So what do we passively perceive?
Also, how much damage do I take from that?
There's sand on the bottom, so it's kind of broken your fall.
You got a bit of a like.
I'm an old fucking man who's frail as hell.
7 points, bludgeoning.
Oh, fun.
What about sandpaper damage? Because he probably slid a little
You
bit.
mean rug
That's
burn
mixed in.
damage?
Yeah.
2.
So 9 points of damage.
Anyways, so,
Oh,
okay. Who else
Are there
walks
any-
in? Who else walks in after
I-
Eiko gets yeeted?
Michaeleen does.
Michaeleen.
I walk in after Michaeleen, and are there any spare rooms? Places
just
where
one
someone
big
could
room.
observe.
this is one big room.
One big room. That's it.
Made of like adobe.
Yeah. And
Okay, I'm done with the sword now.
okay then. So
So no hiding places where one could observe something.
So I will get to use this. I'm trying to get things lined out. So I will say this,
Alrighty.
people, as everyone enters in and you're kind of in like the doorway area, you look around and you do notice that there is a doorway covered in sand in front of you and 2 to either side of the wall. So basically this place has 4 entrances that open and close as the sand raises and lowers it over time.
Say that again, please.
Okay, so this structure, this sand house, sun house,
Adobe structure.
Adobe structure, yes. The doorway entranceway you guys kind of started in, and you're standing around and looking around. You see that there what looks like to be basically 3 piles of sand against the walls, directly ahead of you, and one in the center of each of the left and right wall. With a little logic, you presume those are other doorways that lead into this place from the outside.
All right, we got to drill a hole for water. We're in the middle of a desert. Let's see how deep we got to go.
Would there be like a water reservoir somewhere in here?
Roll me a survival check.
We should
Because
be
technically, in
okay.
order to make
I do have
Adobe,
water in my bag. Just
13 plus 4, that is a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Man, Aiko's taking L's today.
So is he just laying on the ground unconscious?
No, he's just laying face
Yeah,
down in the
he's
stand.
just
Just
laying there.
He's like, this
My
is not
leg.
normal.
So DM, I rolled a 15 for survival plus my survival modifier. That's a 17. I'm trying to find the water reservoir, or
22 for the same thing.
anything.
a place for hiding, to observe things for a surprise.
Okay. As you guys are looking around for any possible signs of water, Michaeleen, what you got on your survival check?
I got a 13 plus my survival bonus, which is a 4, so that is a 17.
17. You're pretty sure, or most of these don't have water, but if there is like a natural well built in, there typically will be like a marking of like a water droplet or some form that says, "Hey, there's water in here." But
Yeah,
this one didn't have. But this one had none of those markings.
All right, time to get drilling.
No water in here.
Let's drill.
All right.
Can I take a quick gander around to see if there's anything else in here besides us? That is a natural 20.
Okay. As you start looking around, at least you notice, you start with seeing what looks like to be 2 thin little blue. You thought they would be like tendrils, but they look like legs, and they were right about to touch the shoulders of Eiko. You look up; those legs turn from blue to white, and you see what they are attached to.
A spider.
Spider.
Oh, fuck my life at this point.
I'm gonna pull out for the first time my single shot gun and try and shoot it right between the eyes.
Roll to hit.
What do I add to it? My dexterity
has
or
8
my
eyes,
what?
so
What?
it
What
should
should I
be-
add to that?
It should have your attack bonus already calculated.
Pistol +6. That's
Man,
a
you
natural
wouldn't-
20 again.
Okay, take your inspiration.
Hell yeah! 8 inspiration.
So what is the damage die?
Damage dice is 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage.
2d6?
Yeah.
Okay, one of those d6s is going to be a flat out 6 starting off.
Okay, so
You're only rolling for one.
+5. So 5 plus 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 damage straight to the brain.
That focus goblin.
It's not a focused goblin, it's Woodstock.
I know. I'm telling you, focus goblin.
Anyway, as you pull your pistol out and go to shoot, the base spider's few of its back eyes notice you, and right as the bullet is hitting the top of its butt, and so you see that the tips of its legs touching the ceiling, a blue shimmer appears. Then all of a sudden, a blue gateway appears underneath it, and it falls into it in reverse. It closes behind it.
Do I
Well,
hit?
that was.
You do hit it, dealing damage.
You're telling me
Well,
it's
that was
Everyone,
interesting.
keep
Why
an eye
are we
out.
running into a
This
spider
thing
that can
has
make
portal
portals?
magic.
Wait, can we kill this thing and turn it into an item to, just make portals?
This thing has portal magic.
We're gonna turn it into a
Hold on,
portal
hold
gun.
on.
Now my whole arm's just gonna turn into a giant gun. Giant cannon.
Oh no.
Mega Man style.
I'm gonna break open my gun and reload.
Also gonna pull out one of my normal pistols.
Also, I'm going to pocket the spent shell so I can refill it later.
Estrella,
Yes.
oh my word. You got real fucking lucky. As people are looking around and stuff, you feel a whoosh of air behind you as you see this thing like lunging through a portal behind you as it was trying to grab you, but completely fucking missed.
Oh, alright.
Turn and immediately shoot at it.
Are we not going to roll initiative?
I'm shooting
I
at
would
it
li- well-
not only with the Eldritch Cannon, but also with a gun.
Have we all rolled initiative yet?
No.
No.
This is just quick, basically QTE right now.
Okay.
QTE.
Quick time
Quick time
event.
events.
Put it this way, I'm just doing this style of combat for funsies and stuff. If you guys would like to do initiatives, we can.
16 and a 20, by the way, for both of those.
Oh, right.
I personally feel initiative would be better. That way everybody isn't trying to talk over each other.
Okay.
We may not have to.
Quick question. Michaeleen, how much damage did you deal?
I dealt
15.
15 damage, 6 plus 5 plus 3.
Okay. Okay, but so dirty or nat? Yeah.
A natural 20, which means that if we're adding attack bonus and everything, it would be 28. And that would make my other one a 24.
24. Okay. Both those do hit. With the nat 20, I need to take your inspiration.
Okay.
And then, okay, was that not 24?
That's for the Eldritch Cannon.
Wait, do I get an inspiration for my nat 20 earlier?
But it's for the Eldritch Cannon that I did that was charging up in as 8 spiders.
Okay.
The 400 years of living alone, he made sure there were no spider webs in that entire place.
Yeah.
Quick question: how many charges did you plump into it?
All of them. 8 spiders.
He says, "Fuck the room."
Okay, roll for damage.
And everyone else roll to see if you get knocked down by the blast.
See if you don't die from it.
I would like to just sink into a shadow.
Okay, 26. Do you want me to just double or you want me to roll for this for the critical?
So 26 altogether,
No.
including.
This is just the initial roll for it. But it was a nat 20. Do you want so it's double damage, right?
Have you not done the charges yet?
No, that was with the charges.
Okay, just double.
Okay. And then the gun.
No, how much double damage right now?
So for just the Eldritch Cannon, it was 62 damage.
As the Eldritch Cannon let loose this insane blast of energy, it's shifting between fate colors of green and purple. Just a ball of hate and discontent gets loosed. This thing itself was rearing up again to get it. Yeah, its face is no longer existing.
And there's a hole in our shelter now.
No. Once the ball kind of hit, it kind of contacted and just evaporated its head. And again, its portal was still open temporarily. But then the second its head got, that portal came down and cut it in half.
And for good measure, this also did 9 damage.
So if it's currently cut in half, then we just have half a bug minus a head on our floor.
Yes, and you have its front half.
Well, who wants cooked spiders for dinner?
No.
I've heard it's a delicacy in some places. I'm hungry.
I will gladly partake in spider.
The worker and warrior ants have already kind of walked over and proceeded to start disassembling the legs down into their segments.
Okay, you guys can have that.
Why did I ever agree to help all of you and join your little posse in the first place?
Look, no
Why
one's
did I
asking you
leave
to
it?
stay. You can leave anytime you want. You're kind of here, but you're kind of stuck out here in the middle of the desert with us. So unless you want to go it alone, sit down and shut up.
Once we get to Arathnicka, you can leave if you want.
Does anyone want to look over the corpse to figure out what the fuck it was?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
I think Michaeleen is, and I'm going to roll as
Same here.
I'm going to roll as a monster hunter to see if I've at least heard or have fought one of these things before.
Sure. Just for you know.
So, do I roll with advantage on that? As a monster hunter.
You for monster hunter thing, pick wisdom or intelligence.
I'm gonna go intelligence because I have one more point in intelligence than wisdom, and that makes for plus
So
3.
whenever you make a monster hunter check roll, you go with intelligence.
I'm gonna make a history check to see if I read about creatures like this.
That is a 9 plus 3, so 10, 11,
That's a
12.
16 plus my history is 2, so 18.
I would like to do an intelligence check as well on this thing.
Sure. Do history, nature, survival, whatever you like. Michaeleen, you know it's a giant ass spider.
That's 17 plus 5. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22.
I want to eat it and see if I can make portals.
Eiko, you proceed to look at this thing with its with what it looks like. You immediately recognize it as a phase spider. And phase spider.
Shit, I thought they were cleaning out house, not adding more.
So what is the whole deal with it?
Wait, what was that?
So what's this whole deal about the phase spider? What do I know about it?
So, you know phase spiders have the ability to, as the name entails, phase into different realities. As a natural ability, they use it to hide and ambush their prey. Also as a defense mechanism. You know that their silk is highly prized because if you gather its silk, you can craft very nice bags of holding.
Unfortunately, we have the part that does not create silk.
Can we revive it?
No.
And along with that, their venom is also prized as well as a potion ingredient, but you don't not have that as well, or any of its eyes.
Because we blew up its head, and we lost its spinnerets. Great, so this thing's worthless to us.
Is everyone done?
Well, I know what this is. It's a phase spider.
Burning phosphorus. Is everyone done?
Look, the ants are going
Do
to
you want
eat
to know what
any,
this thing
either way.
is?
Yeah. And as you guys are looking at the ants, they're all chirping and chattering to each other with the antenna kind of poking ends. And you see that the warriors are the ones primarily eating the phase spider, while the worker ant is not touching a single ounce of it.
Do any of you at least want to know what it is that we just killed? Because I know what these things are. They're phase spiders. Think of these things as little parasites that hop in and out of reality to ambush whatever prey it desires to hunt.
And
Not to mention
I appreciate your knowledge, but to be fully fucking honest, it didn't fucking matter to me. This is a fucking spider.
right, and where exactly do you strike to kill it as quickly as possible? That's what I'm interested in.
Well, clearly right there. We already destroyed the shit out of it, I'll tell you that. Not to mention, we just got rid of some really, really expensive resources that we could have used from that thing.
Spider played fuck around and find out, and it found out.
This motherfucker's base HP is 32, maxing out at 55. You literally overkilled it by 20 fucking points.
Dare, do you have an actual phobia for spiders? Okay, so this is just Abe.
This is just Abe. I thought it'd be really fun because you gave me the idea last session since the DM is scared of spiders. And it just occurred to me, like, oh, that'd be actually really cool because Abe doesn't really have any, like, real flaws. I was like, oh, there should be a cool one to be a flaw. Like, he just hates spiders.
Ooh,
he can't stand
hold on.
It just so happened that we ran into a spider this session.
I just thought of something that would be funny, but nah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, honestly, I figured that was going to probably expose itself, like, in a tavern or something, as, like, a small spider was seen scurrying across the ground. And
Like, you pull out a gun and just bam.
Yeah, or that. That's what I figured it was going to come out as. No, instead it was like fucking giant-ass face spider.
We have to get through 6 more days through this before next session. Otherwise, we're gonna have a secondary session of you guys just traveling.
Okay, well, let's continue.
So we're gonna wait. We're gonna pass the time.
Actually,
we're gonna wait till evening.
I'm gonna need. Okay, so I need everyone to tell me what they're doing right now. I will say this: due to Lucy working her head off and stuff, her food intake is about 4 times your guys'. So she needs about minimum, about like 4 pounds on the light end of nutrients. But typically she needs about 8 pounds of food with
I'm
about
gonna pull out half of a deer and just throw it to Lucy.
She proceeds to scarf it down rather quickly. That gets the food thing out of the way, but how are you gonna get the thirst?
I have a water I have a pouch of
We've all
water, so
forgot the ants.
I pour my water pouch down Lucy's mouth when she opens up her mouth.
Yeah, she opens up and downs the entire bag because, well, she's big.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out. I think I made 5, but I pull out 5 more skins and just talk.
Appreciate that, Abe.
Alright. So, there are no spare rooms in this little hideout, yeah?
No.
It's a cave.
Big enough to make tents, typically.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
no,
I'm
no,
going
we
to
don't
set
need
up my
tents.
tent.
We only need tents for with us being in a shelter already.
Tents for privacy.
Also, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put up my tent and then I go inside. I begin to I uncover and I unwrap the staff that I found.
It glistens in the sunlight.
Firelight.
Yeah, that.
Well, I'm in my tent, so I'm going to try and attune myself to the staff.
As the tuning process normally takes about an hour, but for some reason this feels much quicker. And during the tuning process, you can almost hear the sound of a quill writing on paper. For some reason.
That's odd.
And then all of a sudden, you feel connected with it as you see this little ball of energy form within you. The energy goes from like a pure white to this light pinkish color, and then just pops open, and there's a little bat just floating in front of you. Hi!
Hello.
No. Ask me cutesy.
Hi there, how you doing?
Hello. I'm doing fine, I guess. How are you?
I'm doing just great. Now that you've summoned me.
No. Oh no. You have the picture, yeah, Liam? I made sure to send it to you.
Yeah, I have the picture of what happened afterwards and stuff, but you have not flipped over to that yet.
Alright.
I'm just trying to find the names real quick. Oh.
I don't know what my name is.
Oh.
Spindleflick.
Gotcha. So is it Flick or Thwick?
Thwick. Thwick.
Gotcha.
Thwick.
Gotcha.
I'm Spindleflick.
No, knock it
What's
out.
your name?
I'm doing the voice. I'm doing the voice.
This is
Which
most
one's
annoying
cuter,
thing
mine
ever.
or his?
Anyway, I haven't heard the DM's version, so go on.
Hi, I'm Spindleflick. Hey, pleasure to meet ya.
It's nice to meet you too, Spindlethwick.
It's so nice to have a new owner. So
owner?
nice.
Owner? What? Well, I didn't.
No time to explain. Hey, let's go. As he raises his wings up and stuff. The stuff begins whirling and twisting this thing around you as light begins emanating and illuminating from your tent. Everyone sees this. The sound of the humming throughout.
Well, it's from her tent.
Yeah.
It's from her tent.
What's going on in there? You're not playing with the toy again, are you?
All of a sudden and stuff, and you feel stuff like shifting on you at the same time.
What the?
As all of a sudden and stuff, it kind of bridges to its pinnacle and stuff, then all of a sudden just boom, your tent pops open and stuff, with you standing in the middle, in a new outfit.
Are you gonna see this outfit?
Hang on a sec.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Is it a skimpy outfit?
I worked very hard on it.
The staff looks
Now,
different. The staff she's holding is different from the one in game.
Where did you post this? General?
put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it!
Fine, I'll do it. So, Estrella, looking down at her new outfit, or lack thereof, which it has a very short skirt, her exact response is, and no one is exact, and none of you have heard her swear, but her exact response to this is, what the actual fuck is this?
She's a Sailor Moon!
It's a uniform!
Fucking god.
Uniform? This is a duck dress!
A what?
This is a duck dress! If I bend down to pick something up, people are liable to see things!
And that's the problem, why?
Guys! No one needs to be seeing my undergarments!
I mean,
Michaeleen is currently behind and just sort of like
hold on, did we
crouched down like.
hold on?
What the fuck?
We're just down there like.
No, it's not just Michaeleen. It's all of us. We're all just crouched down behind, like.
Not Eiko. Not Eiko.
Eiko's
He's
an old
much more
man. That shit
respectful.
don't work anymore.
See this, Estrella?
Wait, does
Estrella
Abe have a
literally
sex
pushes the
drive
skirt
now?
What?
Does Abe, now that he's turning more biological / biomechanical, does he have a sex drive now? Does he find women attractive?
Estrella, meanwhile.
He feels a whirring happening down below that he doesn't know what's going on.
Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, Estrella is pulling her skirt down as far as it can go.
Yes, no to this question.
As we see some mecha shit form.
God.
I'm dying. I'm fucking.
This question.
Meanwhile, Estrella is pulling the skirt down, which of course you guys see her the top part.
Yeah, we'll rule this. We are moving on from this.
The actual fuck is
Do we
this?
all
This
get
is
inspiration points for making you laugh?
Yes, we made the DM cry.
No, you do not deserve one. You do not fucking deserve one for that.
No, we
shit.
deserve one. We deserve to
Meanwhile,
make the DM cry.
No, you can't make me cry. You just.
Meanwhile, Estrella is holding the skirt down. She's looking for the little thing, the little
just,
bat
like
humming.
spinning around and floating around your head.
Is that
So-
a fucking bat?
Estrella grabs it and says, "What the fuck did you do? Put me back in my normal clothes right this instant!" As she says with her other hand pulling down her skirt.
I'm gonna talk
So
a
that
little
way it can-
loudly.
Interesting
I'm
choice.
trying to look at you and stuff.
I'm gonna just say a little loudly so that it's not super loud, but I'm gonna say, "Don't do it."
Spindlewick is just gonna look you dead in the eyes and stuff, kind of confused. What? Can you know those allow you to take a fireball directly to the face?
Yeah, that was an interesting choice
no.
for today.
No, but
Doesn't matter. He wages his
No,
wings in
it isn't! No, it isn't! My panties are liable to be exposed easy! What even is this uniform? And why am I wearing it?
Why is her right hand backwards?
Here's the thing, my sister.
This is
It
not
was
what I was
actually...
expecting.
Was it
When I
was it
decided to
straight in drawing?
Yeah.
Anyway, these as fuck, I'm trying to get my train of thought back. These sis, what did you say last?
Basically, she's like, what do you mean is this uniform and why am I wearing it? And
There you go. All of a sudden,
yeah, she wants explanations.
He's wearing like a little bit of like a butler getup, at least. But then all of a sudden, his head kind of spins around and his outfit spins as well. Then he swaps over to something else.
What the actual?
He swaps over. He's still a bat, but it kind of looks like he has a bit more of a like aftershave. He's in a wife beater, some cargo shorts, ends up smoking a stogie.
Is he Trevor?
You want me to change what I
No, is he Trevor now?
What?
No. He basically. But,
What?
Okay,
What
Michaeleen,
is it?
okay, Viking, do the voice and stuff. The whole New Jersey with the voice you're doing and stuff. put along the lines. It's marketable. It's what. Hey, you signed on this.
All right, I gotcha. Sweetheart, you're the one who picked up the staff. You signed up for this. It's part of the contract. Deal with it.
Contract? There was...
You picked that up. You were going to it. You signed the contract.
Show me the writing.
No can do.
Pulls out of absolutely nowhere a contract that has at the bottom of it what is essentially a piece of her magic as essence, sort of, that acts as a signature because she attuned to it. Right there. That's your magic signature. Well,
yeah, and the contract goes from being legible, being very
essentially your
legible to like as the contract goes down and down and down, it becomes smaller and smaller font to the point where just looking tiny little dots.
It's like a Willy Wonka contract.
Yes.
And there's lines between the lines as well.
Okay.
You attuned. You signed the contract. You got to live with it. Switches back to cutesy.
No. Switches over.
My gosh.
No, it switches over again stuff, but this time he's wearing what looks like to be a hoodie, and it's like it has very long, baggy sleeves and stuff. It does.
Oh, please tell me he turned into an angsty like preteen.
No.
No.
It does come with one benefit. As you see, Spindlewick does seem to be a bit more shy and kind of nervous about it. It does come with medical. As you kind of look at it, his dark gray sweatshirt he's wearing does have the medical cross sewn on the front.
Medical? So I have to parade around in a duck dress, and in return I get health insurance.
That, and also the other. I'm sorry, I can't do this. He pulls his hood over his head and stuff, and he swaps back over to the original form.
The original cutesy.
Yeah, you get free health insurance and also special abilities.
Like what? And I'm sorry. Can I just alter this outfit to where the skirt is a little more tasteful? Like at the very least, it goes down to my knees.
Switches back to Tony. Only
no. The outfit cannot be changed. It was made that way by the original forger of your new staff. To change the outfit, you'd have to go to the guy who made it, and he's dead. All right?
What purpose does having my panties be exposed? What sort of benefit?
What can I say? The guy who made the staff and me was a man of culture.
Michaeleen and Kain both speak up. I mean, it's a nice view.
It gives him out to
Tony's gonna reach
Michaeleen is
his back
currently on
pocket
the
and pull-
ground, just between her legs, like hand on chin, like, yes, very interesting.
Okay. Okay.
Can I would like to join Michaeleen on the ground.
Hey, attention. Okay, I'm gonna need you one more time, Michaeleen, for Tony. He pulls out basically a watch that's been ticking and basically times up. She transforms back. So go.
Your transformation and my being here is kind of a time thing, and you're out of time, so,
Ooh.
The outfit all of a sudden kind of glows bright, then just poof. As like what looks like to be energy flower petals kind of float off and done. But Tony's still there.
Am I back in my normal clothes?
Nah, there are no clothes this time.
Yes, you are in normal clothes.
Usually I'm gone.
Eiko's not wearing any clothes.
Hold on. The old man's getting wily.
Basically now Spindlewick.
What's up, Sam? I can't hear him.
Okay, so put simply and stuff. Spindlewick is technically the name of all of them. Just each form might have a nickname or something.
Slightly different personality as well.
Slightly different personality as well. Tony is the business side. Which she's the one that gets things. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on so we can get going.
So yeah, Estrella hugs her clothes very tight. Just, this is much better. And she looks at Michaeleen, and if you breathe a word, if either of you breathe a word about this to anyone, so fucking help me, I will kick you.
I mean,
And disembowel you. She's just licking up one of her legs.
No one
Can I
will
use
tell
minor
about
illusion to
other
just make a
event.
picture of what just happened?
No, we need to move on. Time to get moving!
All right, now
You're all
we're
perverts and I hate you all.
later in the day.
We hate you too, old
So-
man.
So,
we've
we've
gone
gone back.
Pervert.
Okay, yes?
We've gone past the time of high noon, but the sun would be setting at this point now.
Yeah,
It's currently getting
yes.
cooler.
yeah. It's currently getting cooler. It's about 7 right now.
All right,
7 in
Lucy,
It's
sweetheart.
the afternoon, so a few more hours and
You
it'll
had
be-
enough time to rest?
She kind of sizes up, kind of wiggles a little bit, and she actually stays on your shoulder for once. And she's
I'm
rested, but she's being sassy right now.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I know it's a lot to ask of you to carry everyone at once. But can you please do this for me?
How long would you say we've been resting?
You basically rested around 10:30ish, and now it's about 7.
Do you think the caravan would have gotten any closer?
You guys traveled a good distance ahead of it.
So that's 9 hours that we've rested. That counts as a long rest. I'm making 2 more cards.
Yes. She is just kind of. She actually does a little tongue thing in your ear, where she sticks with that lizard tongue kind of in your ear, kind of. Yeah.
Ah.
And then proceeds to hop on. Then proceeds to hop onto the worker ant and just kind of flomp.
She doesn't want to move. She doesn't want to get big and let us ride on her for now.
Okay.
So, everyone,
We could hypothetically
man.
wait for the caravan to get here, right?
We could do that, yeah.
That is an option.
Actually,
But-
Estrella looks at Michaeleen.
Isn't the caravan heading to Arathnicka right now?
It has to go across the desert, don't it?
It's going straight to Arathnicka at least, so it's probably gonna take a massively different path at least, because
Right.
I'm just thinking Shreds can do sand, but Nodo's gonna do his best not to damage your car, so he's gonna try to take the most solid path he can.
Okay. All right, everyone. On the backs of the ants.
Very well.
Worker ant and the full warrior ant just kind of look at you like,
The fuck, dude?
I'm gonna go.
Look, I
Eiko's gonna
know
go and
that
get on
it's
the
a
man.
lot to ask of you, but come on, you guys rode on Lucy this whole way. The least you could do is carry us a little further. I promise when
I
Lucy
like
feels
to-
raggedy,
one
she
worker
will
ant
carry
which
you as
you
well.
can properly ride on. The other 4 would just pick you up and toss you over their shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
I thought these were regular, shaped ants.
No! The
Why are there
said they're
bipedal
almost-
ant-men?
They're my fucking ants! I already told you this!
I forgot!
Why are we yelling?
I don't know!
Let's get a move on!
Never mind.
I've got a
that.
migraine.
Lucy
Stop
doesn't want
walking.
to cooperate right now. I guess we're going on foot.
Let's get a move on. We'll never get there.
Estrella starts flying.
You guys proceed to start walking. I am actually going to need someone to roll me a d6.
On it.
1d6 coming up.
That's a 6. I rolled a 6.
Okay, he's done it.
Okay. You roll it, and the desert night is very cool, calm, no real issues. The weather's clear, perfectly suited to travel.
Oh, we know 6 is safe.
And I rolled a 2 earlier, and it was completely fine as well. So 6 and 2 are safe.
Remember, I have 2 cards.
Fuck.
continue forward.
You guys proceed into the night, traveling through the desert. You guys get a moderate pace going, and things begin working out a bit better. I will say one of you guys does notice.
Can I roll to see if Lucy brightens up and actually decides to get big again?
Sure.
Like a persuasion check. Can I try persuasion?
Animal handling.
Animal handling. Okay. Hey! That is a nat 20!
One moment.
Stop being the king of nat 20s.
I can't help it! Michaeleen's dice are just damn lucky for me!
He saw the shot at freaking Estrella's panties gave him extra luck. Now that she's become a magical girl, she's now officially a magical girl, much to her detriment.
And because she's a magical girl, seeing her panties gives you good luck!
Shit, I guess we all got good luck. Cool. 3 of us have good luck, then there's Eiko. Okay, so 3 of us have good luck.
Anyway,
Except Eiko.
so to put simply,
And me! I don't have good luck.
Does pop off the backs of the ant, but she's just kind of walking on her own feet next to you. Occasionally dipping in between your legs and stuff. Kind of in the whole, see, I'm carrying you.
You've gotten really sassy, Missy.
She just kind of looks at you and almost smirks at that comment. There's a little tongue flick.
What happened to back when you would always like me to ride on you?
She kind of like scuttles a bit more forward, up ahead. At least, I'm going to need someone to roll me a d6, please.
I'll do it.
Alright, I got it.
4.
I rolled a 5. Sorry.
Michaeleen called it, and he got a 4. You guys continue on your way and don't notice anything. Passive perception-wise, Michaeleen, I will say this. You notice that the ants, at least the warriors and worker ants, are kind of walking in a strange way where they're kind of like moving forward in an odd way and then stopping for a second and then moving in a different way forward once again.
Michaeleen's going to hold his hand out for everyone.
They stop as they're walking.
Everyone, be very, very calm. Stop moving and walk like I do. I've seen these things before. They, have any of you heard of sandworms before?
Can I roll history on sandworms?
Go for it.
That is a natural 20. Fuck yeah, does Eiko know about sandworms?
Sandworms. These are gargantuan creatures, sifting through the sand and moving it thoroughly. They've been known, if a civilization, a city or town that doesn't get too big, of swallowing it whole by one. They are
So hold on. We've made our way into the territory of a sandworm?
Look at the way the ants are moving. I think they're doing the desert crawl. They're moving in a way that breaks up their vibrations, so that the sandworm doesn't think that they're a living thing. Walk like I do.
Almost.
He's going to take 3 steps forward, pause. Take a sliding step to the side, 4 steps forward, pause. Slide more to the right. 2 steps forward, slide.
Yeah.
Just break up the way that you're moving.
I'm gonna need everyone to roll me. Which do you think would be more fitting, stealth or acrobatics?
I think stealth.
I'd say performance if we're trying to.
I would like to
Copy his
disappear
movement.
into
Okay.
Abe's shadow.
You son of a bitch.
Estrella can literally just fly. Michaeleen's going to pick up Lucy and put her on his shoulder.
I rolled
Estrella
22.
grabs Michaeleen by she wraps her arms around his middle and flies with him.
No, she doesn't.
No, Michaeleen's kind of the guy. You can't do that.
I rolled the 22 and walking really well.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna roll stealth. Everyone else got to do performance to copy me.
I don't have to do shit.
I got a 19 for stealth, which I add plus 3 to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in that case, it's even higher. Holy.
It's a 19 for performance on my end.
You can fly.
So that would be 23. I got 23. Walking very funkily.
Eiko, you see the movements Michaeleen makes, a few of them, and you immediately get the idea of the rhythm and mentality of it.
Yeah. I know about sandworms too, so I feel like I'd know how to walk as well in this sort of situation.
You begin matching his pace, if not exceeding him just a little bit. There, how about you? 16.
Okay. And Estrella is flying.
Into my shadow.
Okay. Dare, you do your best to maintain the same footwork, but you think you stumble a little bit here, a little bit there, and kind of your rhythm's broken up. It's a rhythmic breakup, so they'll have a harder time with it that way.
We're gonna do this as long as the ants do.
Yeah. The ants do kind of you guys continue on this way for about 2 more hours. It's fully nighttime at this point. You've been traveling this way for about 2 hours, and then all of a sudden, you guys, the ground begins trembling a little bit.
Oh dear!
As you hear just a very low rumble underneath you, and then gone.
Everyone, hold still.
Michaeleen's gonna look over to the ants and see their reaction.
They're holding still, like they're rocks.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Michaeleen's gonna pull out. No, he's not. I was getting the idea that Michaeleen was going to pull out one of his cards and toss it as far as he can to make it blow up in a far-off direction.
Michaeleen, you would not be able to throw it at a distance for that thing to...
I can launch an Eldritch Blast over 300 yards away.
Due to the ants, Michaeleen,
I can just reach my arms out and just go poof.
I can't hear Salt.
Michaeleen, roll me D10, please, due to the ants being controlled of you.
A D10?
Yes, I'm using it as D5.
Okay. That's a 4.
Okay. One of the soldier ants and stuff barely twitches. All of a sudden, you just see a massive pair of jaws around the ant and sink slowly back into it. The jaws were not the jaws of a sandworm, though. They were of something else.
Oh dear.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
The entire party can join in if you'd like.
Natural fucking 20! Okay. Let's go!
You realize that is actually one of the smaller, not a sandworm, but purple worm, which also live in the desert. Still just as dangerous as sandworms, but a bit more manageable.
I would like to mostly come out of the shadow.
He's going to pull out one of his cards. He's going to pull out a lightning card, and He's not gonna set it to activate on impact. He's gonna set it to activate when he snaps his fingers, and he's going to try and toss it as far as he can without like shuffling his feet.
So dice check one.
Yeah. And when it hits the ground, hopefully the purple worm will hopefully try and snatch it up.
Do your thing, Gambit.
19 plus my dexterity is 3, so that's a 22.
Okay, you succeed at throwing at max range.
80 feet? Or 120.
120.
Does it hitting the ground have enough shock to get its attention?
When you throw it and stuff, you throw it in a way and stuff where the card spinning and stuff will hit the ground on its head, so it will actually roll a little bit on the ground, causing just a little extra vibration. The worm immediately after the jaws kind of sink down, you see it kind of like the ground rumble and shakes a little bit as it kind of raises up and then goes back down. Like a smooth, like a whale almost, kind of going up, but it's the tip of its tail doesn't fully get exposed.
Come on. Go for it.
No, and you see it's moving in that direction.
Go for it. Snatch it. Come on.
You can see just by the way the ground's rumbling and like the disturbance of the sand, at least, that you can see that it kind of moved in that general area, but the vibration was only like for a few seconds, so it's like in the area kind of looking, but and you see the movement kind of peel off away from you guys and just go off into the night.
So can I try? So I'm gonna look over to the ants to see if they're gonna move or not.
The ants are slowly starting to like decompress a little bit as they like tentatively start moving once again.
Okay. I'm not sure if it's a smart idea to try and retrieve that card or not.
It's gone.
I think you're right. I'll activate the card when we're a good few hundred miles. Hopefully, in fact, the blast will draw any other worms back this way.
You guys continue onward throughout the night, doing the Sandman walk for about 3 more hours before eventually you all collectively get Michaeleen and the ants kind of get a collective idea. Worm's no longer here. Proceed to walk in normal.
Well, worm's no longer here, but just in case.
Snaps his fingers and activates that card, which is hopefully like a good few miles away from us.
Yeah, you guys have managed to travel a good distance away at this point, but you still hear in the back distance like a whoosh, whoosh, and then you hear like roaring sound in the distance, and then nothing.
That should keep it occupied for a good long while. Lucy, sweetheart, that bit of ordeal, you think you're finally ready to take us on your back again? Please, for me.
Can I try and persuade her? My persuasion is very high.
Crawl off you, so she like crawls like she was like resting on like the back of your head, almost with like her legs kind of dangled on your face a little bit. She proceeds to like crawl off onto your shoulder and then just crawl like halfway down your chest and hop off the rest of the way. As she basically gets underneath you, but then goes back to normal size with you directly on her saddle.
All right, everyone, hop on.
Happy.
May you help me up, young man.
Roll me, actually.
It's only fair since I was thrown into a fucking wall.
Come on, old man. Get up.
Thank you.
You noticed that when she was resting on the back of your head, you noticed that her belly was surprisingly warm. At least. For her. And roll me a nature check or a monster hunter check if you'd like.
Okay. Nope.
My dice.
Hey, are you gonna hop out of the shadows?
That is
Yeah.
a 19 plus my nature and my monster hunting. Would monster hunting? It's intelligence, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what you said it to.
Okay. +3, so 18 plus 3 is a dirty 20 or dirty 21.
Okay. You kind of, it's like you have to think about it for a bit, like forehead slapped. No wonder you were being she was being so sassy and stuff. Working in the sun for a good bit, it while packing additional weight.
Oh, Lucy,
and
I'm
shit.
so sorry. I
Yeah,
didn't
and the reason why,
realize.
the reason why she was being so sassy about it and such is because she was trying to drop her body temp the best she can, and that's why she hopped on the ants at first, because they have the lowest body temperature at the moment, and their
I'm so
scales
sorry,
interact with
Lucy.
each other.
I should have realized.
Yeah, she did only get like one flask of water down her system and stuff. So,
Eba, do you have anything on your person that could lower Lucy's body temperature? I know she's cold-blooded, but right now she's currently a little too hot. She'll be much happier and less the way she's been if she can cool down.
Something to work. I'm gonna reach into my bags real quick. Also mix something together real quick.
the worker ant is going to walk over to Michaeleen and stuff and kind of just point out its mouth with its mandibles open.
I definitely think that'll help. Give some to Lucy. I know she needs it.
It's going to proceed to stick its own head in her mouth and proceed to start unloading. Roll me a d6.
Okay.
Actually, no, roll me a d4 instead.
A D4?
Yeah,
Okay.
d4.
Ha! That's a 4.
Yeah, the worker ant proceeds to dump 40 pounds of the nutrient paste into Lucy, which is basically nearly all of your nutrient paste, which also can subsist one human for one day, which covers the food and water requirement in one shot.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Okay.
I didn't mean that much.
It pulls its head out, stuff kind of mandibles closed. Its abdomen and stuff is rather reduced, only being maybe about 6 inches in between the plates now.
I'm gonna look straight at this worker. If you do that again, you're on its meal.
Oh, we don't have to threaten the ant.
Anyway,
I'm also gonna hand. It's like a thermal belt to Michaeleen.
You've basically made one of those instant cold packs, but a belt.
So it could go around her neck.
all right, Lucy.
It's also filled with nitrogen, so please do not puncture it.
Try this on.
He's
When
gonna
she
strap
put it on,
around
stuff, her neck kind of her head kind of pulled back a little bit, kind of shakes it a little bit and stuff, she just pawed it a little bit and stuff, but she just kind of sighs, eyes and pretends to just start walking, not even running, just walking. Her temp has dropped dramatically and stuff, but it's still gonna take a bit for her systems to cool down.
Take your time, sweetheart.
And everyone's on Lucy, just traveling.
Yeah. The ants are not walking on, not on Lucy though. They're just walking next to her.
When she does get into high gear, they are gonna get on, right?
Yeah.
What does our surrounding look like?
Desert.
It's a kind of
Desert.
yeah. Well,
Right.
I know that. But how is it like a peaceful, serene sort of feeling, or?
Well, right now you guys are
in the night.
you guys are in basically in between the dunes right now. So it's kind of like a rocking back and forth. So it's like you might be walking.
I've
for, like,
just shared my screen with the map on it. Where are we? Like right here?
I would say something like that. Actually, no, that's closer to like halfway there. So you see
So
that
we're
little
like more in around
roundabout there. Yeah, roundabout there roughly. Again, it's only been 2 days so far.
Okay. I'm also going to. You said it's been 2 days. So
pretty much every time you guys start moving once again, I'm gonna call that a day.
okay.
So from by the time you basically sit down to rest to the time you start moving again, I'm gonna call that the day period for you guys.
Okay.
So you guys are
So what time?
Day 3. So the sun
So what
is,
time of day is? Yeah, sorry, you were answering that question. I was about to ask.
the sun is barely starting to come up and stuff. It's about 4 p.m. at the moment. 4 a.m. 4 a.m. I misspoke. But about 4 a.m. So the sun, you guys will have maybe about six-ish more hours, give or take, depending on if the weather holds.
Okay.
6-ish more things if the weather will hold.
Michaeleen's
Otherwise,
going to
you guys
check
have
in
to
with
get.
Lucy and see how she's doing.
She's definitely doing.
sweetheart.
She's definitely doing much better. Maybe about. You're guessing maybe 1-2 more hours. She might be ready to start pushing herself once again.
All right.
The caravan caught up to us yet?
You see sand. You see nothing but sand.
Can I make a perception check on top of Lucy to like look around and see if I see a plume of dust
You guys,
from perhaps the caravan?
you guys you're in a bit of a trench of a dune, so you're gonna have to climb on top of a dune.
Ah, all right.
That's all right. I'm gonna see if
You
I'll
know
take
what?
that.
Aiko's gonna look to the horizon and just see the rising sun and the
Okay.
beautiful
Dare,
cascade.
Nate, and Sis, which one of you would you like to roll me a d6? Dare is getting it. Roll me a d6.
One.
You guys are getting extremely lucky right now. Michaeleen, as you proceed up, a cool breeze kind of sweeps through the air. So do you climb up onto one of the dunes?
Yeah.
You look around and you see nothing around. Like, for miles and miles and stuff, you do not see anything but sands, dunes, maybe the occasional small rock outcrop, but that's about it. But you do feel a bit of a breeze kind of like riding up the dune and kind of hits you and Lucy, and it's extremely refreshing.
You will feel that.
You get,
I did.
you know what? Feel free to roll me a
Remind me of minor times.
Feel free to roll me a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
13
black sphere.
plus.
You pop it in and crunch it down really quick.
Is
Crunch. Done.
plus 4, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17. You kind of smell the wind, and it has a very small hint of brine to it.
Would
begin
Michaeleen
looking-
know what briny wind in the middle of the desert means?
You did travel around here a little bit. And once you kind of get that, you kind of look up where the sun is, and you kind of look where the wind was coming from, and you think you might see something like way out there, but you don't know. But you're pretty sure and stuff that direction where you're looking where the wind's coming from is actually the ocean. And stuff. If you go far enough that way, you hit salt water.
Okay. We're going to need to travel West. We're currently facing east. Southwest.
I can tell. I can smell the salt.
You can just barely see it on the horizon. But do you see where the sun is coming up? You can see sort of,
Yes, I do.
that's the ocean. If we keep traveling that way, we're going off course.
West it is then.
Somewhat beautiful, to be honest.
So, you guys proceeding onward through the desert. As at least okay, Gary, you cannot roll. Sis or Nate, feel free to roll me a d6. Call it first before you roll.
You can do it.
A D what?
D6.
Okay. I rolled a 3.
Okay. You guys proceed walking down. Michaeleen, are you okay? I'm asking this. How are you trying to stay in between the dunes and basically that sand trench, or are you like going up and over or something?
I'm trying to take the path of least resistance that still gets us towards Arathnicka.
Yeah.
Trying to be as trying to make sure that Lucy's all right until she's feeling ready to go into full gear.
Yeah. She does look like she's trying to pick up speed a little bit. Like you feel that her cooldown's almost done, at least, but a little bit more time. I'm trying to keep my train of thought going, at least. During which, I'm gonna say everyone is on Lucy and stuff because her walking speed is. Everyone's on Lucy because her walking speed is faster than base walking speed at this point. So she is like speed walking at this point. In a sense, not full gunning it, but light motor. As you guys begin starting to kind of move a little bit faster, all of a fucking sudden, you see 4 bursts of sand and stuff on each side of you within the trench. 2 on each side.
Lucy, I think you may want to get to...
They are giant spiders. All 4 of them. This is a surprise round on you guys and stuff. All 4 of them proceed to use their web ability, and they shoot 4 massive blobs of webbing on Lucy.
Can I react to that in some way?
Make strength checks.
Okay.
Strength
Shouldn't
checks
it be
first?
Lucy making a strength check?
Well, I would say so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I could just use my breath weapon as well and just zap that shit away.
Well, there's 4 blobs coming your way. You might be able to get 1, so go ahead, roll.
Oh, breath weapon is something I don't roll for. It automatically happens. Whatever is being launched or is attacking us needs to make a saving throw. I think they need to get above a 16 or a 14.
Okay. You have to pick though front left or front right because you're basically behind Michaeleen at all times when riding.
Front left.
Can Michaeleen like try and cut the ribbon of silk with his sword?
Unfortunately, it moves way quicker. It was again the way it kind of fires off is it kind of starts off as a blob, but then kind of spins and opens up into a big mat.
Oh, like a big
Should
web.
At least do some kind of half effect, since
you proceed to fire your breath weapon. If I'm correct, it's a line.
Lightning.
Or is it
yeah, it is a line.
Okay, so it's basically gonna shoot through. Wait, what's the range on it? What's your range on the line?
30.
30. I'll be generous and stuff and say you guys are about the same point. So it shoots its web at you. You shoot back. You should basically punch a hole, about a 4-foot hole in the middle of it. So when it lands, it goes around you. You don't get hit, but the rest of the lab does land on Lucy. But the lightning bolt.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
Let me finish. The lightning bolt does punch through and hit the giant spider itself. Please roll damage.
Please roll damage, you said?
Yes.
Alright, so that's going to be 2d6 of damage. That's a 4, and that is a 5. So that's 9 damage in total. 9 lightning damage.
And then we roll
Enjoy
initiative.
it.
We gotta make strength checks.
Oh, that's right.
Everyone else must make strength checks.
21.
I got an 18 plus my 1, so that's a 19.
$1
I have a
Fortnite
whole
card. Who
1
wants it?
plus 1 to my strength check. I'm not a strong man.
The ants are making their strength checks. Here we go. My computer's like wickedly fucking slow, so it takes a smidge. We'll put around. So they make the saves. I presume, from what I'm seeing, dice rolls and stuff. Maybe 1, 2 of them make it, but the rest not so much. So worker ant, they plus.
Please tell me one of the worker ant that has the gel in it made it.
It succeeded on its strength check. So it managed to, it proceeds to basically knuckle up for its bonus AC and stuff. Once the web kind of hits, it kind of pulls apart quickly to just tear it. One of the warrior ants does kind of knuckle up with web and proceed to do the same thing, but it mixes in its little arm blades and stuff just to make sure it does not have any on it. Particularly once it kind of rips the webbing off, it kind of holds its big arms down, and the little ones kind of scrape any of the extra silk off to make sure if it gets webbed again, it won't already be slightly started. To make sure that doesn't happen. And the two of the warrior ants got trapped, and they're currently frantically like slicing and getting the web off them as quickly as they can. So they're occupied.
So did I succeed my strength check?
I
got a dirty 19.
You succeed. Hey, no.
Okay.
Anyway, you basically all you guys have to just make a DC 12 strength save, and you're good. Yeah, so most of you probably saved. Anyways, anyway, after that, I'm getting the initiatives for everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, my thing nearly rolled off my table. That is a 17.
It is.
I got 21 for my initiative.
Oh, I had my initiative, so 17, 18, 19, 20. Dirty 20.
22.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Okay. Dare?
Yeah.
What you get?
22.
Viking?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Matt?
I got 21.
Okay. Nate?
Nate, you awake? I think Nate fell asleep too.
You fell
Wait,
asleep?
no, his head poked.
Sorry, I was up really early this morning.
You're good, man.
Do we want to continue this tomorrow or sometime next week then?
What am I doing?
Combat.
What are we fighting?
Giant spiders. Giant desert spiders.
Again, honestly, if I could get you guys to sit tight long enough so we can get to day 4. Wait, no, day This is day 3 right now.
Yes.
Yeah. We goofed around too much. That's what happened.
We really didn't waste that much time.
I got a 23.
I mean, after this, I'm gonna listen to the second
Okay.
campaign
Nate,
thing. 'Cause I forgot.
Anyway, Nate, so you get to go first. There are 4 spiders. I'm probably just gonna do 1 round apiece and stuff. If you guys don't kill them, they're just gonna run away. Just make it quick.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they're all within like 30 feet of the. No, I'm gonna say 5 feet of Lucy. So basically, right up on her.
Oh, so they're literally 5 feet away from her, so my cards will be ineffective because they'll hurt us too.
Technically, you can aim.
I got this. Hold on. I got
I
some
could aim
magic
behind
now.
them, couldn't I?
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that you guys are in a sand trench right now. In between.
Okay, so yeah. My cards are ineffective at the moment.
Yeah, prayer.
Damn it, I was gonna use grenades.
Guys, what page are spells on again?
Back of the book.
Specifically.
Cool.
Okay, I'll try to. Give me a second. You got Nate. You're just gonna go with the Eldritch Warlock Classic.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, I don't want to do that one.
Okay then. So with Eldritch Blast. With Eldritch Blast, it is a range of 120 feet, so you can hit them.
My Eldritch Blast can hit over 300 feet away.
Right, right. You got the spear one?
I tried to say that earlier, but I got ignored.
I'm sorry. Anyway, just make a ranged spell attack against them. So roll d20 and then add your spell attack.
I'm not using that.
Okay, so what you doing?
I'm using Arms of Hadar.
Ooh.
And I'm doing that at. Is that an upcastable one or is it not? I don't think it is.
Give me a second.
Yeah, it is. Cool. I'm gonna use a 3rd level spell slot on it.
Well, no, it'll automatically use a 3rd level spell slot if able.
Okay.
Remember, you automatically upcast.
Okay. Well, I'm doing that.
Arms of Hadar. Here we go. Okay, so okay. Okay, a little close, but I'll say it works around it. It knows. Again, it goes off your information that you know about, so I'll do that. So we do not have friendly fire. And they fire. All of a sudden, Nate's character, this black ooey void kind of opens up around him. He doesn't fall into it, but these tendrils, about 10 or 8 of these tendrils kind of poke out of like this drippy black goo and stuff, and they begin like basically beating the crap out of everything around you. Are you on the front half of Lucy or back half of Lucy?
Me?
Yes. Which half of the lizard are you on?
I don't know.
Just
I'm on the lizard.
Say which one.
I guess front.
Okay, then. You begin beating the shit out of the front 2 spiders. Okay, then. You have a power 10 feet within 10
Wait,
feet.
if Michaeleen's in the front seat, that would mean I'm basically in the middle, wouldn't it?
Michaeleen's in the front seat. Eiko's behind him. You and Abe are behind the 2 of us, so you'd be in the back.
I'm in the middle of everybody.
No, remember and stuff. Bantu lizards are rather large animals, 2 elephants wide. So there's
2
more
elephants wide and like 2 elephants long.
Yeah, so there's more than enough fucking space. Ace for you guys.
Well,
to sit in front.
2.5 elephants long.
Cool. Okay. Well,
Anyway, so basically they must make a strength saving throw or take 2d6 necrotic damage on the upcast.
That would be 3d6.
3d6 entirely. So
Wait, no, that is 4d6 actually.
46?
Yep. And wait, I have my spell attack bonus too, right? That applies here.
Yep.
Which would be my charisma mod, right?
Wait.
Charisma
Are you
based
talking
caster.
about Agonizing Blast?
No, I'm my spell casting.
Focus. Yes, it is.
Okay, so it would be my charisma mod then.
Do you not
Right.
have your spell save DC?
Yeah, it's 16.
16.
And my
Yeah,
spell attack bonus is a +8.
Yeah, they all fail. So they all proceed to take 46 damage. What? Wait, no. The front two failed. My bad. I rolled 4 like you could reach 4. You can only reach the front two.
A 6, a 4, a 4, and a 2. So 6, 4 is 16. They take 16 damage.
No, they take 18. You off by 2. 6, 4, 2.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know what I said. But
It's 18.
wait, so what is my spell attack bonus for?
Spell attack bonus. So if you were going to cast Eldritch Blast, that's what you would have added to it. It's to attack, not damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Agonizing Blast, though, would have done it, though.
I gotcha.
So, with that, yeah, the tendrils shoot out towards the front two spiders and stuff. They proceed to grab onto anything they can wrap their tendrils around and proceed to either rip it off or proceed just to batter the fuck out of the spiders. So they proceed to lift up and just scrape. Hey, the front two spiders get turned into mush rather quickly.
Okay.
Like, the sound of the
yet?
So they're dead?
Yeah, they got curb stomped.
Is it Michaeleen's turn yet?
I'm actually gonna do a quick will save, but yeah, feel free.
Okay, so if the ones in front got smashed.
23, 22. What did you get?
20.
20.
I got it 30-20.
What did you
So
get?
Next one,
21.
actually, no. Next one up would be Dare, not Viking. You're last, Vike.
Of course I am.
I got a 21.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
23,
so
Derek
Derek-
got 23, you got 21, and I think Michaeleen got 20.
Dare, you're up next.
We're in order.
Okay.
That's funny.
Well, first thing that's gonna happen is he's gonna Abe's gonna throw out his arm and it's gonna just transform to a large sword. And because he's terrified of these spiders, it is also going to immediately turn into a chainsaw.
Okay, so basically when the blade extends outward, the front half of the blade, I'm gonna say about maybe the first 4 foot of the blade up near the tip actually extends an additional bit forward, split in half, and proceed to start spinning at high speed.
So basically, Generator Rex's Spitty saw sword hand.
I guess so.
Yeah. Which, remember that, to put simply and stuff, he's burning MP or morph points since the subclass is known as the Metal Morph, and that saw will cost him points to keep operational and going.
Anyways, I'm going to spin it at speed and immediately attack. Yours or what, left, right?
Yeah, the front rear
I'm
ones.
going to attack one of the remaining spiders left.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Yep.
21 does hit.
Okay. 26 points of damage.
Yeah. You proceed to like leap at this thing, and you just split it down the middle. All effortlessly. Its carapace hide was nothing against the chainsaw. Chainsaw at full ripping speed. The other
Circular
spy,
saw is what it was technically.
circular saw.
Is that what we're fighting?
No, it's just something I've found.
Anyway,
That would be terrifying.
but the other spy seeing this and stuff is going to proceed to grab one of the warrior ants and proceed to scutter off as fast as it can go. Quickly
Okay.
into the desert.
Can I take an attack of opportunity just for this?
Sure.
I'd like to cast Shatter on its back because it's carrying the ant in front of it, right?
Yeah, its front two legs are kind of wrapped around it.
Okay, I'm going to try and throw my Shatter Bomb at its back to try and mitigate the damage done to the ant.
Yeah. So the shatter ends up killing the giant spider.
1, 2.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so 8, 2, and a 3 for the damage.
8, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it. That's enough to kill it. Anyway, as the shatter goes off, the butt end of the spider, the spinneret ends up getting ripped asunder via the sound waves, and it kind of hits the dirt and rolls. The warrior ant gets tossed onto the ground, but it's not moving as well. When it grabbed it, it must have basically did a death grip and it on its way running by.
So the ant's dead as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Fodder!
Well, that sucks that it's dead.
I mean, even if it's dead, we still have food supply of things we just killed.
That's fair.
But is Jer going to be willing to eat the ant? Or not the ant,
Yes, the spiders. No.
He has his food pills. He'll be
Can
fine.
Michaeleen's going to get off Lucy and go over to one of these ant corpses and see if the spinneret is still intact enough to
And the
start
venom glands,
harvesting
too.
some of its silk. What
Wait,
what
are
kind
all
of
the
spiders
spiders
were these,
gone?
by the way?
Yeah, they got about.
I took out 2 of them.
Eiko took out another.
Oh,
I took out the one.
No.
Although I think the one I took out, I might have cut the spinner.
And the one that I took out, I blew up its back, so its abdomen was
So it's
blown
2
up.
now.
So it too does not have a spinner. Fuck! But wait, the one I did blow up still has its mandibles intact. I'm gonna go over to that one and try and milk its dead body's venom glands
Okay.
into a vial.
Roll me dex and roll me a dex check, and then roll me a survival check.
Are these phase spiders or are they different?
Just regular spiders.
Plus 3, 16, 17, 18, 19.
These were just large. But since the face spider was a bit bigger than these guys. These guys might be the size of like 2-3 Weilers put together.
Okay. That's a dirty 19 for the dex.
That succeeds. You manage to expertly start extracting venom.
Right, and what? So for survival, that's a fucking nat 20.
Okay. You know how to do this correctly so you don't get any venom
I've
wasted.
clearly done this before.
Yeah. Anyway, you managed to extract out of all of them. I'm gonna say 16 vials of venom collectively from all of them.
What kind of spiders are these? Desert sand spiders?
Just sand spiders would be the easiest way
Okay.
to put it. But their venom would be 2d8 poison damage with a DC save of 11. Weak stuff, but in a pinch will help cause extra damage.
We could also just force feed it to people.
Venom's
Sure.
dangerous to you if you ingest it.
Sure.
It's only dangerous to you if it's injected into your bloodstream. Anyway,
Can we
how
drip
much
it into their
damage
eye
did you say that it
sockets?
does?
Not with the survival thing. I will say, and stuff. Some people do kind of use it as a base for some medicines, but a bit more practice.
How much damage did you say it does?
2d8 poison.
2d8
Okay. Open stuff.
poison. I mean, it can be. I have 16
Well, when you
vials.
think about it, you just slap that on a weapon, and
We could
That's an extra
easily
2d8.
waste your cards with it.
To deal not just not just the explosive damage, but poison damage.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be if you hit them directly with it.
Well, that is part of one of the thing, because I can set my cards to explode on impact. Like the way that
Well,
I
no,
have it set up.
Okay, I'm just saying this. If you want the venom thing to work, sorry for interrupting. You basically have to basically stick it in their thing like a throwing knife for it to take effect.
So then,
So just throwing knives.
yeah, but you could also do the explode when you like C4.
I have
But the poison will not be
three
effective.
different ways of activating my explosive cards. One, it has to rotate at a very fast speed first, and then experience a sudden impact for it to go off. That's general, just toss it, boom. Second way is like C4 is what I actually have to snap my finger for it to go off. It can be whacked, it can be jostled, it can be stepped on. Nothing will happen unless Michaeleen snaps his fingers. Third way is obviously someone other than Michaeleen touches it. And I guess technically the fourth way is Michaeleen gives the card to someone else, draws the activation sigil on their hand, and then they snap their fingers and it activates.
hypothetically, the way you said it, if somebody else touches it, isn't that still just the same, like, yeet, boom? Because they just touch it and boom.
I know, but the thing is that it can get, if Michaeleen throws it and it impacts, if it's set to someone else touching it, like a landmine, the impact will not cause it to go off, but somebody stepping on it or picking it up will.
So you're literally playing a trap card.
Yeah, I'm literally playing trap cards. I literally went over this with Salt earlier.
He's Gambit. He's Gambit from X-Men.
Nah, he's Yugi.
And if I really want to play Gambit from X-Men, I take the animate object spell and make them fly out by themselves.
I want to see you do a Cajun accent.
There it is, a Spanish accent.
Haven't done a Cajun accent in a long time, and I did it poorly when I did it. Anyway,
Make me want it more.
Well,
so
okay,
now
so
combat's over. Are we calling it a night?
I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit. You guys proceed. It's proceeding to get hot once again, and you guys seek shelter. You guys manage to find it. It has water, but one thing that kind of helps you, the one thing that you notice once you guys poke inside, is you hear music coming from the entranceway that's already been dug out, and you guys are about to walk in.
all right, Eiko, you're up. Grabs Eiko and throws him again, like a goddamn Pokemon.
Are we?
At this rate, I gotta start making my character. You're gonna.
I was gonna end
Are we
it right
ending it there? Are we ending it there?
He just yeeted you. We have to.
Nah, we can end it where I yeet him, and then we pick up with. So Eiko's flying into the room.
What did you say?
That'll be the next episode.
Michaeleen. I think you said Michaeleen.
No,
At this,
Eiko.
point,
Not.
at this point, I might as
I don't
well just
think
start
that-
making another character sheet because y'all are gonna kill him.
No, he'll be okay.
Don't you want him dead?
You know what? You know what? At this point, he's not gonna want to continue helping this party. I think when he
I
finally
think
reaches that, he's just gonna be
Didn't
like,
he come and join of his own
Look at,
volition? Like, just
Kain
he
and
wanted
say,
something out of
Stop
it.
doing
He
that, damn
just
it!
hasn't gotten it yet.
Leave the
Got
old
it. He
man
got
alone.
kicked in the chin by a metal child.
Okay.
Child said, "Fuck
So I
you."
guess
Done.
we're stopping it there.
Done.
We're stopping there.
Yes, we're
Are we done? All right. This has been fun, everybody. This has been Relics of the Past,
Next
whatever.
character I pull out. Or
We'll
where?
be back next week.
Okay. Okay.
Vagina.
Of course. Of fucking course.
And that's where
Good
he
night.
ends the